What's up, guys? So today I traded a few stocks. I did AABA and once, both on the long and the short side. Overall, 364, 38 tickets, and $68.35 in commissions. So let's go over the trades. So I was doing the AABA. AABA popped up. This is the daily level popped up, and then it hit this SMA, or got near it, and then it started to make a retreat. 15 minute, this is how it looks like. So it popped up, can't hold this level, and start to fall. Of course, I just use a 15 minute as sort of one of the indicators. I don't really trade by it, more by the 5 and 1 minute. 5 minute hit this high, and it started to come down. So right about as it crossed the VWAP, that's sort of where I took the trade on the downside. So if we were to go back, it's right about here in the 1 minute. So it fell, popped back up, it couldn't break that level, and then it fell, popped back up, couldn't break that level, and then on the way down, went short. I covered some at VWAP just because this may be a level where it bounces. And then I covered the rest here because it was trying to make kind of like a reversal. So I didn't want that to reverse on me, so on the way up I exited. And then I saw that it was struggling, didn't break that level, dropped, bounced a bit, and on the way down again, I went short, and then I covered basically the remainder here. So basically I went short actually twice. I went short once here, and then I covered, and then went short again, and then covered all the way on the way down. And I covered this is because I wasn't really exactly sure what I was doing. It may bounce. So I got out a bit too early, probably at break even, and then on the way down again, I went short again, and then I covered. So that's what I did for AABA. Later on, it continued. So this is where I got chopped up a bit. So I gave back some of the profits back because at this level, it was basically flat for like 10 minutes or something like that. So I went short, it popped out a bit, I got out, and then later on, I saw that the EMA were about to cross the SMA, so I went short heavy, 2,000 shares. It popped up, I got out. And then it kept on going up, but then at around this level, I think it went all the way up and then came back down or something like that. And then it went back up again. But I went short again, 2,000 shares once more. Because I know this is going to cross. When it did, I basically held through this consolidation period. It's not that bad. It was like minus, at most it was like minus $70 and minus 100. So it wasn't really that bad. And then it did this drop, so I covered. And then I sort of made a hotkey mistake, and I bought back in 200, but then it popped up, so I got out. In retrospect, it was doing this big reversal here, so if I were to held it and survive this attack here, it would have made quite well off of only 200 shares. But again, that wasn't really the plan. This may not have happened, so it was good that I basically got out of my hotkey mistake real quickly. But I did make $10 or so off of that mistake. So. So that's how I traded AABA for, and then once. Let's see what happened at once. So once daily level, it gapped down. So I'm kind of bullish on this 15 minute. So made new 15 minute high, and then I went and entered, I think, on a 5 minute breakout. Yep. So we're about to break that level. It's opening range breakout. And let's see what happens. 935. Yep, so it was grinding down, and then it started to make a comeback, breakout, went long. I think 300 shares, only 300 shares. So this, it was like minus $30 or something like that. So I was watching to see what happens. Kind of expected this a bit because it did go up, but it was above the EMA, so it basically went back, touched the EMA, and then continued to trend up. And then I exited my position here. I exited some here, and then instead of exiting my last piece here, I another hot key mistake. I went and I bought more, but then it popped up, so I exited my entire position. But continue to trend up a bit before heading south. So then what happens is I played it again. I went short here, and then it started to fall 300 shares. So I started to cover, and then all out. So overall, 186 bucks on the long side and 59 on the short side. So that's what I did for Spark. Overall, I'm happy with my trades. I stopped out. You know, some of the stuff where I stopped out at, you just don't know what would have happened. I mean, this is how. That's how it is. Again, if you look at, this is a good example here. AABA, it was sort of holding this level for quite a bit. You don't know if this is going to go up right away or if it did what I expected it to do, which is to grind down. So it's good to stop out. So overall, I'm happy. I think I did a pretty good job. Give myself a B today.